Hi, I'm Ben Slutzker, Fellow of the Society of Actuaries. In appreciation of all the efforts from volunteers, the SOA is taking the opportunity to feature volunteers whose time and expertise has helped shape the profession and the communities around them. Please welcome SOA volunteer Laura Wiland. So Laura, when did you start volunteering at the SOA?
So I started volunteering pretty much immediately after I got my FSA designation back in 2009, and I've held, a couple different roles in the past 11 years. I've started grading the interim assessments. I did that for about 2 years, and then moved into acting as the exam/proctor coordinator role for my company, who served as an exam center. And then I followed that by serving on the Actuary of the Future Council. And I've moved on now to serving on the Actuarial Innovation and Technology Programs Steering Committee. I've been doing that for 2 years.
So what prompted your decision to volunteer?
Well, I definitely like to give back to the profession and to the community in different ways. So I think volunteering in these different capacities definitely helped me feel like I was able to give back. But I also think it's a great development opportunity for myself. So I feel like I've got to build a lot of good relationships and meet, some new contacts in the industry, as well as developing some good leadership and communication skills over the past few years.
So was there an SOA volunteer in particular who inspired you? And how did that person really make a difference?
So I would say Kelly Hennigan has inspired me to kind of take my volunteering to the next level. I had served in the exam coordinator role for kind of a few years, and was just thinking about like what to do next and how else to stay involved. And it was really Kelly who inspired me to do that, and got me into the section roles. And I've known Kelly in some professional capacity for probably the past 16 years, but it's really been the last 3 that we've gotten to know each other on a more personal level. And I just find her to be a good inspiration for female actuaries in the life insurance industry.
So was there an instance when you knew you were making a difference, or kind of like a aha moment?
Sure. And so when I think about this question, I feel like the aha moment should come when I felt like my work was being received well from others. But I actually think my aha moment came when I just realized how much I've been gaining myself. So back to that, being driven by my own kind of personal and professional development. I think when I got to lead the Actuary of the Future section, so I served in the chair role for a year. That just really was a great opportunity for me to experience leading, 8 different people who don't report to me. They, volunteer their time. So there's different levels of engagement, different backgrounds. And that was just an amazing opportunity. And it was a big eye opener for me about all that I was getting out of this myself.
Yeah. So how did that opportunity make you feel, and sort of getting a lot out of that?
Yeah, I think it just reaffirmed the value of volunteering. So it definitely lets me give back to the SOA and to the profession as a whole. But it just showed me that I'm receiving benefits as well. It just made it that much better.
Great. So Laura, on that notion of impact, how do you feel that being an actuary and volunteering your time does make an impact on others?
I hope that it inspires them to just get involved outside of their day job. It's really easy to get kind of stuck in the day-to-day and what you're doing and what you're learning there, but to just step back and see the bigger picture on how you can help, the profession and other actuaries. I also just hope that it shows that actuaries can do more than crunch numbers.
And how does being an actuary and volunteering make an impact on society in your view?
So I think my answer is kind of similar to the prior question, where I hope it just shows, non-actuaries that actuaries can do more than, again, I think I used crunch the numbers in the last answer, but same thing. And just, realize all the value that actuaries can bring to any table, right? Anything they do, an actuary has a skill set to bring some value.
So then what would you say to someone who is considering volunteering?
Just do it. But seriously, I think starting small not overwhelming yourself with too much additional responsibility is important. And then you can kind of grow into, you know, more responsibilities or new volunteer roles as it fits your life, as it fits your day job, as I'll call it, or as it fits your personal life. I had a little step back when I started having kids, because I just couldn't figure out how to fit volunteering in there. But now that the kids are older, I can jump right back in. So I think people should know that they can make it their own and do it at their own pace.
Well, Laura, thank you for sharing your volunteer experience with us. Again, thank you. And to everyone who's watching, and join us again next time.